All right, welcome everyone to the second episode of Omchain Talks Season 2. Today we have an important guest. The ORBWARS team, Anna from the ORBWARS team is here. Soon we'll get to know Anna and the ORBWARS and what they're actually building. But before we start, if you haven't followed the ORBWARS Twitter account, please make sure that you're following them on Twitter because they are going to be luring a really nice blockchain game. I hope you all go and check it out after this Twitter space. And more update from the Omchain project actually. Soon we'll be launching a new proposal in the DAO governance model that we have recently implemented on our web app about the block interval on the on-chain blockchain. So let's quickly get started. If Anna here can hear us, welcome Anna. Can you hear us?
Yes, thank you, Osman. Thank you for inviting me for your channel and to be able to present my project in front of your community. I'm really happy for that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's just get started. So could you please tell us what is the ORBWARS and what are you guys actually building? What should we be expecting from the ORBWARS? Could you tell us more about your project here?
Yes, absolutely. Play to earn project. We are building a new game, which is a very simple and exciting game. We are. It's kind of about the little creatures, which is came on Earth, and they trying to survive on Earth. They like they really
Basically, like they're out of world, kind of like aliens, we could say, right?
it's a game based on the real world, and it's all happening on Earth. And this is the most exciting part because these little creatures they crash on Earth and they trying to survive. So they are trying to learn the habits of the humans. They're trying to see how they acting, what they doing, what they're wearing, and basically they learning and they taking this from them. So they see the people wearing, let's say, clothes, and humans they don't wear clothes, and they think it's a protection. So they're trying to go to the human's house and they're stealing these items to wear them as a helmet, as a like armor and everything. And because they don't know what to do with that, it's they wear it in the random way and it looks so hilarious and funny. And they also see people using like random tools like toothbrush or pens or coffee cups, and they also start to steal it as a weapon because they think it's a weapon. And that's bring extremely hilarious fights into the game and just to make it very entertaining.
Okay, so does that mean that anything could be a weapon for the demons in your planet? Also, like one more thing, what does demons mean? Like, what are demons? Could you please tell us more about what are demons?
Yes, sure. So yes, basically you're right when you ask that everything can be a weapon. They're using the toilet paper, they're using, as I said, toothbrush, they're using clothes, I mean cutlery, anything goes as a weapon. And that's why it's very exciting. So where the demons came, it's a very, very good and interesting question. So I need to give you the prehistory of that.
Sure, that would be
We
awesome.
have a project.
Because, like, if you think about it, the thing that they use anything as a weapon reminds me of my mom. Because, like, when I was a kid, like, yeah, like when she was getting angry, she was like, "Here is the slippers, now it's a weapon." I was like, "Here is the now it's a weapon." So
Oh my god, yeah, that sounds funny. All
yeah,
right.
so that's why
Well, it's not exactly like this, but
I mean, like, it's a
that's also interesting
yeah.
version.
So please tell us more about the history of the demons as well as like how did this universe started. That would be awesome, I think.
Yes, sure. So we have a project, Time Engine, and there is a character, Timmy, which was in space and he was collecting orbs. And finally, he was crushed by the comet, and the seven orbs he was collecting, they fell on Earth. And here the idea of the game started. And so basically, the seven orbs which fell on Earth, they released these little creatures which called demons. And well, they are demons, but we to create a story and to create a character, we convert it to Timon to relate it to the Timmy and Timon Gene name, which is Timon Gene. We use it double I. So the Timons, they are like kind of combination of the Timmy and demons with a double I to the project.
Okay, so
This
I
is
I didn't think that they were demons, but now that I look at the website, they're kind of like cute little demons actually, and the fact that yeah they
yes,
use everything as a weapon, yeah they are kind of yeah demons, yeah that's the right
yeah,
one.
they're little nasty creatures, really demons, and they their goal is to fight. Basically, we don't know where they came from. Like story, don't tell that yet.
Okay, but do
Probably
you
we'll
know
think
where they
about
came
it.
from? Like I don't want to know it, but you do know, right?
Let's say we will not
All
disclose
right,
that
all right,
at the moment.
all right.
Maybe we will create a different season um, when we will explain the situation, how all this happened. But so far, they are little demons, which is very nasty, and they always want to fight. This is the only way goal on Earth. So they was like trying to understand the human's habit, and when actually then they start to be powerful, they start to fight against human in order to conquer the world. So they trying to take this the land from the humans, and then they gonna be fighting against each other in order to build the bigger lands. So that's the actually the game, the goal of the game, to build a stronger team. In order to do that, it's better to not better to get the items with the highest scores, which you can do in both ways. Either you purchase the booster, you play the mini games where you can loot the items, and you dress your demon in these clothes and weapons. More powerful, you gain experience, you build a stronger demon, and then you get into the war.
That's really cool. So let's say I wanted to play this game myself. Like, what should I do? How do I play? Could you please tell us more about the gameplay? Like, how would one start playing, or has the game launched, or it's gonna be launched soon? Could you please tell us more about that roadmap and how one can, get started with demons?
Yes, sure. We already opened the website, and we are on the first phase of the game, which means we in the selling process. At this specific moment, what you can do, you can go in the website and get your character absolutely free. It's free to play game. This is very important to know and important for everyone to understand. Right now, you can go to the website, you connect your wallet, and you get your character. And it's the first step to collect the tickets. What tickets doing in this moment? They giving access to two mini games, which will be um, fighting with the like it's a kind of a training fighting room where you get an experience, and as well it will be later on pranks. This is we created specifically based on story. This is going to be very funny. So demons, because they, like again, they came on Earth without any knowledge. So the only way they can actually get the items, they can steal it from the humans. So the prank game will be based on that. Your goal is to scare human to run them away, and they will give you the item if you will be able to scare them, of course. So these two mini games you can access by um, submitting your tickets, which you can collect already right now.
That's really cool. So one thing about the tickets and wallet, I am seeing that the Orb Wars is built on Ternoa blockchain. So
Yes.
it's a new blockchain infrastructure. Could you please tell us more about Ternoa and like why did you choose the Ternoa blockchain if it's not a secret, or if it's not a, how do I say, it's not something that you won't be able to talk about.
Yeah, that's of course. Ternoa, it's uh, like our parent blockchain. I'm already a long time with Ternoa. I mean, since the Time Engine project, which is already in Ternoa, and then the ORBWARS. It's a kind of spin-off from the Time Engine project, as I explained before, right? And Ternoa was selected. Um, well. It's a very progressive new blockchain. It's a French-based company, and we really like their vision. They are very, how to say, dedicatively developing, and they have very innovative system towards NFT. Let's say they are so far, as far as I know, again, the only one who are implementing the rental process of NFT. And I would say this is very innovative and important because let's say you have an utility, an NFT, and you don't want to use it at the moment, but you want someone to use it. Let's say you want to give it to your friend because you don't have time to, I don't know, do some actions and um, yeah, like even games, let's say, right? Because we are talking
Yep,
about the
yep,
game,
yep.
we're gonna have this future, right? So for example, I have a lot of characters and I don't want to, I mean, I have no time to play with all of them. I want to rent them out. Before, when I was doing that, I had to trust the person who I'm giving my NFT because they will have the full ownership, correct?
Yep.
And now they are developing the very good system where you can rent your NFT without not giving up the ownership. You still have it, but for example, I will rent it to you. You will use it. You have full access to that, but you're not the owner. And this transparency and trust is really, really very, very good and a huge step in NFT gaming.
Yeah, that's awesome. The reason why I specifically asked is that we also have a blockchain infrastructure, but our main goal is not to approach different projects and make them build things on our blockchain. But usually, what we excel is that we provide a blockchain infrastructure, EVM compliant blockchain infrastructure, actually for businesses and companies who would like to use our blockchain for proof storage purposes. So that's why we are more focused on delivering API endpoints for companies, businesses, so that they can, integrate our infrastructure really easily. On the other hand, if I look at the Ternoa blockchain, I realized and I see that it's the first NFT centric blockchain out there. So the main motivation is to provide additional features for NFTs as well as project based on NFTs or projects building their technology on top of NFTs. So it's really good that you're trying out a fairly new blockchain rather than going for existing ones. And it also actually, from my point of view, shows the dedication as well as your motivation as a team to build the ORBWARS game. So one thing I want to actually ask, it might be a little bit personal question if you don't mind, is how did you get involved with blockchain? Like, how did you come up with this project or the ORBWARS? Like, what is the story behind you starting with a blockchain project? It's often interesting to me because I started building blockchain stuff because I was
Uh-huh.
like 15. I had no other way of receiving payment, so I met with Bitcoin, and then I realized, okay, this is something that can change the future. Now, after 11 years, I am still in that space, and I am still, trying to build something or every day spend my time more or less with a blockchain project. So it's really interesting for me, and as well as maybe the speakers here, to know that how did you get started with this project and blockchain overall? If you don't mind answering
Uh,
right away.
yeah, sure, of course. It's very interesting topic, and wow, 11 years you are already. That's also quite long
Yep,
time.
yep, yep. I mean, like, I'll tell you, I was like 15,
Yeah.
and this guy from Norway is like supposed to send me 300 euros or something, and I am like, how do I receive it? Because I didn't even think about he would pay me. So when the job was done,
Hmm.
he was like, how do I pay you? Do you have a bank account? And I am like, no. He's like, do you have a credit card? And I'm like, no. And then he asks like, how don't you have any of those things? And I'm like, I'm just. And the guy was like, wait, what? And then I just googled like how to receive money online without a bank account. And then there were those different websites saying, okay, you can use PayPal, you can use Payeer, different options, but none of them suited me because I'm not 18. And then on
Hmm.
one website it says like bonus is the 11th point or 10th point. It's like bonus Bitcoin, exchange Bitcoins. At the time, there was a website named veusecoins.com. It was the first web that I've encountered, and I think let me quickly just check veusecoins.com. Yeah, it's still alive. It's still the website that I remember. So Then I get started with
Wow.
bitcoins. Yeah, there were like no Ethereum, no other like major coins at the time. So
Yeah,
this is
sure.
my story for the listeners now. But I am also interested in your story because I went one way trying to provide enterprise grade infrastructure for companies and businesses, but you have gone to the other way, like developing a product that utilizes NFTs. So what's the story behind both the project and your involvement with the blockchain?
Yeah, thank you for the interesting story. I mean, like, I really surprised you trusted that site in that time.
I mean, if you ask me if
That's
I am holding any bitcoins, the answer is I've spent all of them. I don't regret. I had some,
oh.
good time with my college friends and stuff. We have traveled a lot, but now I could have purchased the plane that I was traveling with. But it's okay, no problem, no big deal. Yeah,
You know, honestly, to say that people will lie who said I bought it at 10,000, let's say, and I sold it at 60. It will be a lie because most of the people really sold them.
exactly, exactly. All good, the bad.
Yeah, the pressure is so high and very rare who actually kept them.
Yeah, I even have a tweet that says that when the Bitcoin was around maybe $200, there's a guy said, "Guys, please don't buy it now. It's gonna go like $120 or so." Yeah, whoever listened to me probably is cursing me right now.
That's okay. It's we all through this. Yeah,
Yeah, so let's
we
get
all
back
been
to the
there.
question.
Yeah, so my story is let me remember. So I was always interested in investment, let's say. And well, it was like how many 20 years back already, I would say. And in that time, it was no so many resources where you can actually learn how to invest, not even how to say uh, where to which account to trust or which platform to trust. So I went through the very hard way, for the very hard learning, trying all these scams things, because from the beginning, in any way, it will be scam, a lot of scam. Every time new technology arrives, it's a lot of scam, right?
Yeah,
And
even with the artist as well. Like if there is a new, art or something new kind of technology, something out there, it's often scam. Like even with the, things that my mom buys in the kitchen, sometimes there is this new, I don't know, some fryer comes out, some new technology oven comes out, a lot of scams until, the market settles down and, like which one
yes,
is a good product.
that correct. That's the reality. Unfortunately, that's the reality. So here is the very important who you trust, and you need to search a lot. And that's what I went through. So I was really impressed of all this investment, and I did the studies on the normal market. And then when Bitcoin appeared, I was really, really interested. But I swear, I was like, how can I buy it? Like, how? And the place I came from, there was nothing. Like, it was not supported. I think it was like US mainly. You can really easily go on the market and buy whatever shares, Bitcoins. It's not in each and every country, unfortunately. So luckily, I left my country, start to explore the world, and I start to explore the investment possibilities. And through the mistakes and luck, I learned how to do. And for sure, all this situation with the Bitcoin, let's say, not only Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and everything, like before 2008, before the crash, helped me. Sorry, it's not Bitcoin yet; it's just the shares.
Yep.
Helped me to learn. Then in other 2018, it's also like how to say attract me again and attract my attention to the crypto, and I start to really learn crypto deeply. And then I just was working for the I was a community manager, because still my specialization is more marketing and public relations. I was studied as well investment, as I said, and I was working as financial advisor. I have a lot of studies. So yeah, this combination of two brought me to the company. First it was Natick, then to Time Engine, as I said. And through the Time Engine, we all have this idea to create the game, which is perfect combination, as I see, of like NFT investment. And you, it's just like, um, you help people to understand the blockchain through the very easy way, like entertaining way. And I think this is the best. because I see the kids of my friends, they already playing, and I'm really thankful to them that they teaching them. They explaining what is blockchain, they explaining them what is NFT, and the only thing what they can actually allow them to do by themselves, it's games, and they play, and they are very successful. I'm really shocked because their parents successful, but kids are very good. They earn money, and I'm really happy to see that. I see how new generation rising, they how the way they think, and it's really amazed me.
With the new generation, it's like I don't even know in some apps how to skip the ads, but my literally 3 years old cousin can just hit on some things with their nose and then the ad is gone. I am like, how do you do it? You cannot even read, you don't even know, and they're like, you just click here and then it simply works. I just don't know, how do they know how
I
to play those
know.
games? It's unbelievable.
I know the same. I have two nieces, and the youngest one 3 years old, and she's like, she taking my iPad and click, 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 and she done something. I mean, I'm like, oh my god, how did you do that? She's more smart than me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, probably because they have the exposures, and they were born into the technology. And it's, I think, with your story, it's really important for the listeners here to understand that this project was not just prepared in one day or 1 week. And the people behind this project are the people who have previous experience with different investment options and now experience with gaming ecosystem. And the vision here is especially very important to me because usually when we talk with people who are developing blockchain games, the vision is like, hey, I am targeting, cryptocurrency holders or like investors and so on. But when I look at those people, they're like 40 years old, 50 years old people who don't even play games and just buy those assets for investment. Whereas if you look at the mobile game market,
Right.
there's a huge market and a huge gap. Kids already now, kids already are now being born with tablets. If you have a tablet, you shouldn't even be like having kids in these days. Actually, I mean, like
Yeah,
not that, but
correct.
like it's kind of like that. So it's really good approach from your perspective and your side is that this this is the future that you're seeing for the org wars. I'm really glad knowing that.
Yes, thank you so much. It's really I mean, for me it's important as well because the adoption it's happening, and I want it to be, how to say, available for everyone. As an adult, still I see my friends, they have no idea what Bitcoin is. Some of them, they really they don't understand that NFT it's not a future, it's now. And whatever you do, you can't avoid it. And this is the best and easiest way for adoption and to understand how it works, and even involving kids, as I said, new generation. This is like, yeah, this is what I see.
Yeah, yeah. Even with my story, now that I'm thinking, like I'm 26 years old, and if someone told me there was a new payment method, I don't know if I would be interested. But when I was like 15, 16, and I had no other option, Bitcoin was the best option for me. So again, for the kids now,
Till now.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like now I am looking at the kids, and uh, once they realize that they make money by games, then it's gonna be the future of games. That's at least what I am seeing. With that being said, I want to ask you another question about this matter.
Yep.
Where do you see blockchain games are going? I mean, like, will we be seeing them more and more into our lives? Because recently Apple said that they will allow NFTs with some restrictions. I don't think about those things because sooner or later when the adoption comes, they'll probably lift those restrictions to NFT purchases. But other than that, Instagram is working with NFTs right now, and we'll be seeing a lot more of NFTs in the future. I mean, my personal opinion. But what do you see in the future? Should we be expecting more blockchain-based games, or we'll be seeing more classical games, and the blockchain games are just for today or for this decade? What do you think?
Well, I think that, um, let's say, NFT will spark the new era of transparency in gaming. I don't see that it's we are talking about will it disappear or what will happen. It's there, and it will be adapting, continue to be adapting, and it will be just helping games to be transparent. I don't see NFT creating like a new wheel or something. It's just, how to say, uh, it's changing the, not platform. Oh my god, I
Yeah,
forget word in
yeah.
English. it's just making it more transparent. It's increasing the trust between the buyers and the sellers. It's already, look, we take the games, it's exists since many I don't know, decades, right? And the people already owning the items in the game, and they actually can trade them as well. But it's kind of, I don't want to say like black market or not, but it's, there is no regulations on that. And with NFT, you see, like, if it's a unique NFT, what kind of feature does it has, how long it was circulated already in the market, and all the like validity, if it's actually a real item or real NFT. Everything on the blockchain is written and it's there. You said something about, I wanted to answer
Yeah, where do you
about.
see the future of the blockchain games, maybe, or the NFTs? The NFTs you have already answered, but maybe the blockchain games.
Well, NFT blockchain games, it's the
Hmm.
same.
Hmm.
It is NFT, it's on the blockchain,
Hmm.
right? So as I see it, only growing.
Hmm.
It's not going anywhere. And like, simply to answer, probably the more we are talking about it, the more actually people should understand that it's not going anywhere. It's the reality and it's happening. Because if nobody will believe in that, nobody will talk about it. And you understand my
Yeah.
point, right? The more we talk, it's just because people are curious, because people would like to know, and that because it's here.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Simple as
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I am personally
Yeah.
seeing like the blockchain right now is providing an interoperable infrastructure for both the regular tokens as well as the NFTs. From my point of view, maybe it's not gonna be like in the future. Maybe in the future there won't be any adoption. I don't know. It's just going to be speculation. But I personally believe that just like how we have email right now, we have one standard, one interoperable thing, and to every website that we are registering, to every platform that we are using right now, we are using our email addresses. Everyone knows what's an email now. Everyone more or less has an email address, and every different platform talks with that email server and allows us to create a new account on their platform by using that email address. So I am personally seeing a future where individuals also will be able to create their own NFTs, maybe for like 3D models, maybe like game characters, maybe like in-game objects and elements, and then other people who would be like, hey, I like what you have drawn, let me just put that in my game, and if you log into my game, you're able to play that in my game. So it's kind of like, this is kind of like building a stadium, and whoever has their ball, whoever has their uniform or something, whoever have their sports shoes, can come and play in that field, can build their own game, can build their own world. Even with the Ethereum and decentralized finance right now, there is one main token, Ethereum, and every other thing on the Ethereum blockchain is kind of abstract. Someone and says that, hey, this is going to be a token that is backed the US dollars, comes and says that, hey, this is just a DeFi protocol. And I am personally believing
Hmm.
that in the future it's not just going to be like, hey, I have this game and you can earn and these are the NFTs, but more like, hey, remember the thing that you earned from that game, I have already created that artwork for it, you already own it. If you want, if you can find other players who would be into it, you can use those and create a new game mode or a new game. This is actually, if you think about it, what happened with the Dota 2. I don't know if you know the game Dota 2. It was basically
Uh,
like a modded version of the Warcraft game.
mhm.
Yeah, and even with the
Okay.
Counter Strike, it was like first the engine was like Half Life, and then some people modded it to create the Counter Strike. So I think that there's going to be that switch, but not right now. Right now we are just learning about the technology, but I hope and believe that in the future we will have that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I agree with you. And it's not happening. Yeah, absolutely. Now we need to just fix the mind, I would say, of the people, that it's something that is, it's beneficial for them. And it, as you said, right, it will remove the third person. Everybody will be able to create their own assets, and they will be legal. And this is great. This is absolutely, like, it's a fantastic. I think a lot of jobs will be removed soon.
I mean, it's with
That's.
the COVID. I think it's already like that because I am based in Turkey. But right now, even in this Twitter space, we are from different countries. We're from different nations. We work on different projects, but we are here. Most of the listeners are also in different countries or different cities, different places. So with the, I think, advancing technology, we already have this separation, that this distribution in our lives. Often people who are working in technology or media right now can work for remote jobs. So with the NFTs, there is going to be no need for such centralized marketplaces or centralized places where you store the data. It's just going to be making this world more open, more interoperable, and more, how do I say, useful to the users. I think, and I hope, and I believe those are all my personal opinions.
Yeah, I agree with you. You are very correct. You are very correct. I'm also I'm absolutely with you. It's and let's hope for this future.
Yep.
Truly, I'm like, I'm I'm trying to make this day closer, and to reach this level that people finally will understand that it's not just NFT is not just a picture, but it's a certificate of authentication. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
words is
it's
really
perfectly
difficult
fine.
to pronounce. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Go on, please,
mhm.
please go on.
uh, uh, I lost the thought.
Sorry about that.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
again, it's just the perspective that we both share about this matter. So before we end this space, I have one last question. I am wondering about, um, do you play any blockchain games, or have you ever tried playing any block games?
Yeah, I tried, although don't have much time for that, unfortunately. But out of curiosity, still, I had to do that, and it was actually interesting experience. Don't ask me which games because it was just an experience to try, and that made me actually think about the future, about how it can be adapted, how it can help people, and so on. So at the moment, I will play Orb Wars. I already prepared for that. I have my 7 demons ready, ready to be dressed, and go for the war and fight.
That's really cool. I don't have any demons. I need to. I should be getting some.
Oh, you need to have one. It's absolutely free. You just can go now and
That's
grab
that's what
one.
I'm gonna do after this Twitter space, and I hope everyone else was who are listening right now can also do the same. So overall, today was very interesting. It was very nice on talks from my perspective. I hope, Anna, you also had a great time, because
I had a great
yep,
time.
I was really curious about the Orb Wars, and especially the Ternoa blockchain, and the vision and the motivation behind the theme. It was relieving for me to learn in depth about the Orb Wars, and especially was important for me to understand that the team behind of this project is not just trying to build something just from yesterday. So it's really important to know that you had a investment background, and at the end you realize that, okay, this is going to be the future, and this is going to be where the demand is going to be. So I think for everyone who is listening this space, either right now on live, or later from YouTube or from our Twitter account, we'll also feel the same things and read and learn more about the Orb Wars. So before we end the space, do you have anything else to add? Anything that you specifically want to mention, or anything in general?
Well, it's just thank you so much for inviting me. Really appreciate that. And I really recommend to look in the Ternoa. Honestly, it's very progressive blockchain, and it's not just about they have plenty of projects going on, like and we, for example, we are in touch with other parts, like in other games, play to earn games, which we're going to have a space soon as well to talk about. Specifically, we are on the same blockchain. And yeah, I mean, what you said, that what your blockchain was doing, Ternoa also have their very own vision. We're here to talk about play to earn game, but please go check Ternoa, and you will love the visions. You will love what they're doing, their adoptions, and just learn more about it. And by simply by downloading the Ternoa
Mhm.
wallet, even because you're going to, if you try, if you will try to go to uh, uh, to get your team on in the game, you will see we have already created a few game tokens, which is will be belonging to the in other play turn games. And uh, in Ternoa, what is interesting, you can already like create your own NFT collection, and you can like through the wallet you actually can create this and go and sell.
All right.
It's very easy.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Anna. Thanks a lot for joining us. I really had a great time tonight on this second episode of the Omchain Talks Season 2. And before we end, I just want to again remind the Omchain community members who have been listening this space, please make sure that you check the tasks on the community platform. We have an active community platform at community.omchain.io where you can, log in with your Twitter account or your cryptocurrency wallet and then complete tasks to earn some points, which later will be redeemed as the Omchain tokens. Also, make sure to connect your wallet to our web app, which is located at the app.om.io, because soon we'll be launching a DAO proposal to adjust the block intervals. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining.
To try. And that make me actually think about the future, about how it can be adapted, how it can help people, and so on. So at the moment, I will play Orb Wars. I already prepared for that. I have my 7 demons ready, ready to be dressed, and go for the war and fight.
That's really cool. I don't have any demons. I should be getting some.
Oh, you need to have one. It's absolutely free. You just can go now and
That's
grab
that's what
one.
I'm gonna do after this Twitter space, and I hope everyone else was who are listening right now can also do the same. So overall, today was very interesting. It was very nice on talks from my perspective. I hope Anna, you also had a great time because
I had a great
yep,
time.
I was really curious about the Orb Wars and especially the Ternoa blockchain and the vision and the motivation behind the theme. It was relieving for me to learn in depth about the Orb Wars, and especially was important for me to understand that the team behind of this project is not just trying to build something just from yesterday. So it's really important to know that you had a investment background, and at the end you realize that okay, this is going to be the future, and this is going to be where the demand is going to be. So I think for everyone who is listening this space, either right now on live or later from YouTube or from our Twitter account, we'll also feel the same things and read and learn more about the Orb Wars. So before we end this space, do you have anything else to add? Anything that you specifically want to mention, or anything in general?
Well, it's just thank you so much for inviting me. Really appreciate that. And I really recommend to look at the Ternoa. Honestly, it's very progressive blockchain, and it's not just about they have plenty of projects going on like. And we, for example, we are in touch with other like in other games, play to earn games, which we're going to have a space soon as well to talk about. Specifically, we are on the same blockchain. And yeah, I mean, what you said that what your blockchain was doing, Ternoa also have their very own vision. We're here to talk about play to earn game, but please gonna have a space soon as well to talk about. Specifically, we are on the same blockchain. And yeah, I mean, what you said that what your blockchain was doing, Ternoa also have their very own vision. We're here to talk about play to earn game, but please go check Ternoa and you will love the visions. You will love what they're doing, their adoptions, and just learn more about it. And by simply by downloading the Ternoa
Mhm.
wallet, even because you're going to, if you will try to go to uh, uh, to get your team on in the game, you will see we have already created a few game tokens, which is will be belonging to the in other play turn games. And uh, in Ternoa, what is interesting, you can already like create your own NFT collection, and you can like through the wallet you actually can create this and go and sell.
All right.
It's very easy.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Anna. Thanks a lot for joining us. I really had a great time tonight on this second episode of the Omchain Talks Season 2. And before we end, I just want to again remind the Omchain community members who have been listening this space, please make sure that you check the tasks on the community platform. We have an active community platform at community.omchain.io where you can, log in with your Twitter account or your cryptocurrency wallet and then complete tasks to earn some points, which later will be redeemed as the Omchain tokens. Also, make sure to connect your wallet to our web app, which is located at the app.om.io, because soon we'll be launching a DAO proposal to adjust the block intervals. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining in. And again, finally, thanks a lot, Anna, for joining us
Thank
today.
you, Swan. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
See you, everyone. Take care.
See you. Bye bye.